Baltimore, welcome inside Oriole Park. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the New York Mets taking on the Baltimore Orioles. All right, the stage is set for what should be a really good game one as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field, and first pitch just minutes away. And getting to start for Baltimore, number 21.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do. Be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Ronald Acuna Jr., the lead. Batter as he looks at ball 1.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it. As a veteran out there on the ball, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
That breaking ball drops in for a strike. Outside low, and now three and 2. Stays alive. Live from beautiful Oriole Park, the show presents the National League Division Series. It's the New York Mets taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll. Ronald Acuna Jr. up now for the Mets. And here we go with game 2. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Next pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1.
That's ball 2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 1 away. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. And that misses. And that's ball 1. Outfield playing straight up now.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Sliced hard but foul. And a ball and 2 strikes. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Toss to Alonso. 2 quick outs in the top of the first here tonight. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the veteran outfielder. On a line out towards center. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And pitching in this game, number 25. And singing. He's a workhorse. Loves pitching deep into his starts. Stepping in, Cedar Rafaela. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Got him. 1 away. Cedric. The next to hit for the Orioles. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder. In the dirt. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. He's safe.
Ball in.
Grounder off the pitcher. Mullins headed home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they've taken the lead here in game 2. 1 gone, runner at first. Here's Pete Alonso.
Ball, that's out.
And that's in the dirt. Ball 2. Swings through that. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Stays alive. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One run across in the frame so far here in game 2 of the NLDS. And that's downstairs. 3-2 now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
When you go that deep into an at-bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
First and second, 1 out. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
Ball inside.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in. Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a good eye there.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
In the dirt. To second, but way too late. Safe there. So on the wild pitch, 2 guys advance. Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles. Swing and a miss. 0-1. 2 outs. 2 in scoring position. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow, find back into this at bat through the count.
Two on, 2 outs. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul.
Got him looking. We're in the 2nd game of this division series. Here's the catcher for the Mets, number 31.
No, inside.
The pressure is high for the players in the postseason, but maybe even higher for the managers. Every decision you make is critical to the success of the team and to your own reputation. The 1-1. Popped up. Alonso has a beat on it. And there's 1 away.
Well, for better or worse, managers are remembered for what they do in the postseason. Pull the right strings, they might build a statue of you someday. One bad decision, and you might be updating your resume. You've got to be sharp.
The 1-0. And there's a foul ball. The 1-2.
Ball 2.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2-2 now. Just off the outside edge. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Bryce Harper to the plate. The first overall pick back in 2010. No question about this one. It's out of here. A soaring shot to center. And they tie it up. It's 1-1.
Fans expect Bryce Harper to do something special every time he comes to the dish, and he didn't disappoint there.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop.
That's a ball.
And another ball. Tied up here in the early going. Just
That's ball
missed.
3.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Swings through that one out in front that time. In the air, left field, down the line. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. Fights it off. He'll see another. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. There's a swing and a drive. Mullins moving back for it. On the warning track. And hauls it in. Bottom of the second. Now the Orioles catcher, number 33.
Well, it looks like they want to be real patient with him today. Make him come in the zone. Challenge these hitters. Make him work hard for his outs.
That one outside.
Yep, that ball went out.
Yeah, that's ball 2.
Anytime teams come in knowing that he can strike out the house, they're very aggressive because they don't want to fall into a 2-strike count.
And a foul ball. That one fouled off. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here's the second baseman. Tap foul at the plate. And now the 0-1. Late with the swing there.
Ball, that's off the plate.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. So next, Roman Anthony. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. On the inside corner for a strike. Anthony, just 21 years old. And he was a second-round pick in 2022. That is the inning. We're in the second game of this division series. All set for the start of the inning. Jacob Marcy up now for the Mets.
That's a ball.
Hard liner. And that's got extra bases written all over it. It's a leadoff double to start the third. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now it's the DH. Strike 2.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Oh, great stop. Goes to second with it. The tag, and he's out. Back to the top of the Mets order. Here's Acuna now. He's 0 for 1. In the dirt, blocked. And the 1-0. Now one miss.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You got to work the edges. Really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
So a walk puts runners at first and second. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Hit weakly on the ground towards second. Toss to Alonso. Now 2 out. Here's the left fielder, Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
That's ball 2.
2 outs, 2 in scoring position here in game 2 of the NLDS. Base hit, 1 run is in. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away. And here's the catcher. First time up was a pop out.
Ball, that's in.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Got him swinging for the K. Back now at Oriole Park. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Ceddanne Rafaela. Foul ball there. The 0-1.
You know, these Orioles showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Got him looking. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Ball, that's inside.
Fouled off. He was late. The 1-1.
Nope, that's inside.
Just off the inside edge. And there's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
1 down. And now the center fielder.
Ball, that's out.
Here goes the runner. And that should be extra bases. Mullins headed home. He will score, and the Orioles tie it up.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Alonso swings through it for strike 1. That one catches the zone. 0-2 now. 1 out and a runner at second here in the last half of the 3rd. Struck him out swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Struck out swinging his first time. That clips the corner.
That's a real nice cutter right there. When this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say it's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Ball, that's outside.
That misses. And the count now even up. Runner at second, 2 down. High fly ball, right field. Should be extra bases. Rounds 3rd, headed for the plate. And the inning is over. Back here in Baltimore, on to the 4th. Jorge Polanco up now for the Mets.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Here's a 1-1. Swinging a foul straight back.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game. He's
Inside ball 3.
Missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Good job to fight that one off. And a payoff pitch. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Three-two. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A solo shot. And the Mets jump in front. It's 3-2.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach.
Here comes Bryce Harper. He's already homered in this game.
But just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Hey! What do you got?
Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. Did not go. That one's in there, and the count is even, 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Here's a 2-2. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front. But just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Marcy swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Back safely. The 1-1. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. 1 run across in the frame so far. Top half of inning number 4.
Ball.
Quick toss to first, and he's back in on a dive. The 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The next offer misses, and it's a full count.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Next is the designated hitter. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. And that one fouled off.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Ball.
Swings over the top of that one.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. The Mets do pick up a run. Bottom of the 4th. Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, number 15.
Number 15.
And there's a hit. And the tying run is on base. Here's the power-hitting catcher. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. The lefty, the 1-0. And there's a ball.
Well, this is such a tough offense. That pitcher needs those pitches called for strikes. You don't want to give these hitters any more advantage. They're already bruisers.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8. 1 out man at first. Now it's the second baseman. Swung on, belted. And that's a foul ball. On the ground to first. And a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Next to the Orioles making a move for a pinch hitter. Number 25. He comes to the plate in a huge spot in this one. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning. Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That misses the zone. 3-1.
Now that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments with everything.
And we ourselves a pitching change. Number 41.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute 1 pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Rafaela up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead.
In the air, right field. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. Relay throw. And he's safe. Great effort, but it's a tie ball game. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that one fouled off. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Next offering is down low. Ball 1.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2. What do you got?
Gets a swing. Now an appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Ronald Acuna Jr. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, number 21.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Got him. 1 away. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens, and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
No, that's low.
And that one is lifted in the air on the move to the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down. Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And
leading off for the Orioles, center fielder, number 51.
hit hard, but foul off to the left.
Ball 1. That's in. Ball 2.
Two now. Next offering is outside. And a base hit up the middle. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And that is out of play. Deal 1.
Inside, ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That's off the mark. 3-1 now. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience. This one, it's the second time he's taken ball 4.
This one in the air, right field. Acuna on the run. Reaching down and makes the grab. Go ahead, run on base. Now here's the Orioles DH.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
Line drive, base hit. Runner around third. He'll score and they tie it.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
2 on, 1 out.
Nope.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
That one almost got him.
That's ball 3.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. Here's the second baseman. 1 for 2. Base hit into the outfield. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away. Here's the 0-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. To the plate for the force. Inning over. Well, 1-run game. Here's the catcher.
Number 31.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. And there's a base hit to left. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
0-1 now.
0-1. Ball, that's out.
And that's in for a strike. Got him swinging for the strikeout.
Up next to the net, first baseman.
One out, man. If
Now pitching for the Orioles, number 67, Danny Coulomb.
pitch
Ball one.
misses, ball one. And another
that's
ball.
out.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Should be extra bases. Here comes the runner. Relay throw home. Safe. It's 4-4.
Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's
Off the plate,
feedback
ball
that you
one.
had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing. A chance now to take the lead, and
Ball
at this
two.
point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. The Mets with the go-ahead run standing at second here in Game 2 of the NLDS. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Marcy. A sliding stop over to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Leading off for the Orioles, the shortstop, Cedar Rafaela.
You know, these Orioles, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one,
Nope,
haven't we?
inside,
I
ball
mean, they've
two.
logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Late swing fouled off. Tied at 4. Check swing, and he went. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Right fielder, Cedric Mullins.
All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 2. Stays alive. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. Lined into left center. Should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. That gets by him. And he'll pull into second safely.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Got him swinging. So now here's the Mets DH.
Number 34. Now pitching for the Orioles. Number 35.
Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
That one missed. And the pitch is in for a strike. And the count is 3-1. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it. And the go-ahead run is on base.
A mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Outside low, and the count is 2-0.
I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Out of here. A 2-run blast. And the Mets jump in front. It's 6-4. These Orioles fans are just devastated.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Now the number 2. Hitter Ozzie Albies. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Fought off foul. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the late stages of game 2. Left field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Around first, digging for 2. Well, he thought about 2, but he's back to first safely.
Now batting, left fielder, number 21.
That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop.
Now pitching for the Orioles. Number 60, Garrett Clevenger.
This one trailing, right center field. That one heading for the fence, and gone! A 2-run shot. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 8-4.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Toss to Alonso. 1 pitch and 1 out. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. 4 runs already in the frame here in game 2 of the NLDS.
No, inside.
In the air, left field. And there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Swing and a ground ball into the outfield, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. And up next for New York, Jacob Marcy. Base hit, 1 run is in. There comes the throw. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. It's 4. So now a pinch hitter, Dominic Smith. The runner on first with 2 gone for him.
Ball, that's outside.
The big 6 spot already on the board this inning. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Ripped, but it curls foul. And a 1-1. That's inside.
Ball, that's inside.
And a swing and a miss.
Fooled on that pitch, got a little anxious, and now in a 2-strike count, he's going to have to widen out his...
And that one gets away at the plate. Tosses to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. 10-4 New York. You're watching the National League Division Series on the show. Now the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
Ball,
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
On the ground to the left. Fires over to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now batting, designated hitter, number 15.
Foul ball. The Mets up big in this one. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
Ball 1.
The 1-2.
Ball, that's it.
That one backed up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the
Inside,
infield.
ball 1.
Number 33 stands in now, looks at that one inside.
Ball, inside.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
The 3-1. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Now batting,
Devin Williams gets the call from the pen.
And the offense needs to be ready for the screwball. It's not a pitch you see very often, so it's tough to pick up, and it's a good one.
2 on, 1 out.
Ball, that's down.
In the dirt, and it scoots away. Nothing happening on the bases, though. And a 2-1 on the way. That's a little bit low.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
So bases all loaded up. Now the left fielder swinging a foul out of play. Williams. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Orioles making a move for a pinch hitter. Number 33. Pressure spot for him. Bases loaded and 2 gone. That clips the corner. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. The throw in. Not in time. He's safe. A run comes in on the play.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. He wasn't able to elevate.
Jose Alvarado gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now here is Cedric Mullins.
That's a ball.
And he swings through that one. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. In there! Got him looking for the... Back to the top of the order. Now, here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Wastes no time there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Runner on the go. And that's fouled off. Runner goes again. They pitch out. Throw to second. Tag. And they got him. High fly ball, right field. Mullins moving under this one. And a couple of quick outs. Here's the left fielder.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Pulls that one foul. Oh, 1 down.
That's a ball.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And that one is off the wall. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him. Mets going with a pinch hitter. Number 30. Looking for a 2-out hit with a runner in scoring position. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Camilo Doval.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Grabs it right up against the wall. 3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder. And a big swing and a miss.
Nope.
Alvarado measures 6 feet 2 inches, 245 pounds, and he was born in Venezuela. High fly ball down the left field line. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And the bottom of the 8th starts with a double. So they turn to their closer, Juan Duran. In the air, right field, Acuna under it. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And a big spot here for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one fouled off. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
Got him. That's the second out. Orioles making a move for a pinch hitter. Number 34 looking for a 2-out hit to bring home the runner from third. That pitch gets the corner. Strike one. That one in triple digits.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Leading off, Jorge Polanco. And first offering is fouled off. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Inside.
Well, that's off the plate.
They're down 3-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Polanco hanging in there. Payoff pitch. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. This one in the air. Guerrero under it. And there's one down.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. The 0-1.
That's in. Ball 2.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Gets to it, on to first. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of game 2.
Off the plate, ball 1.
pitch is
Ball.
in the dirt.
Down.
2-2. That one missed. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Struck him out looking. Now the Orioles catcher. 0 for 3 in this one.
Number 33.
Check swing went around. Strike one. And a foul ball. 0-2.
Ball. That's inside.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
Number 1.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Robert Suarez. He's into the game with the bases empty. And there's a foul ball. 0-1. Acuna under it. And there are 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Number 25 digs in now. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. That's strike 1. They're down to their final strike. Cut on and miss. Struck him out, and that's the ball game.